Hello, everyone. My name is Middle Owner EvolvedSMP, and it's come to my attention. I want to give a reaction to the suggestion of a server plugin that's easy's auto sorting, chess, and all that. We will not be adding such plugins simply because it would create an overhead on the server, on the resources, because it's going to handle, sorting for all the players at once. You know what I mean? Like, so it's different than building a system yourself because it can be more controlled, if that makes sense. Either way, I'm not here to explain the specifics, right, of such plugin. I'm just here to show that an item sorting mechanism, this is in bulk, okay? So this is a big system. This is my personal item system, my personal chest room, which houses space for over 1 million different items, okay? And this is all automatically sorted. So this is an input chest. There is, as you can see, there's hoppers underneath it, right? So if I would put some, let's say, I'll put in 24 steak, right? You can see it goes, and then it goes through an item elevator that goes up in the system, and then it sorts. It sorts itself, right? So it went in. So if I go to the, that was stone brick. Okay, I need to find stone brick real quick in the system. Oh, that was not stone brick. I'm stupid. It was steak. What am I saying? So I'll go to the steak one, which is over here, and then it's still going through the system. It's all being sorted. It goes through every sorting mechanism, right? And it's like, oh, it doesn't fit here, it doesn't fit here, it doesn't fit here, it doesn't fit here, until it gets to the spot where it says, ah, it fits here. And when that happens, you'll see this number, counting up. But because this is the steak chest and it's sorted to be, in here, right? I will explain exactly how it works, but I just want to explain first that a lot of the people think that you need to be some big redstone brain to build a sorting mechanism or to build a sorting machine, but in reality, you don't really need to. It is not that complicated. A lot of people think it's really complicated because they see systems like these that make it look really overwhelming and really complicated. Because, see, now there we go. The steak just arrived, so it sorts itself in this chest. Now, let's show you this system real quick. Let me put on /fly because I'm in my claim, right? So when you see this, you're like, shit, this shit is hella complicated. And the reason it looks like it's really complicated is mainly because of the hoppers, right? The hopper chain makes it relatively complicated because there's a lot of things going on here. And you would probably think like, damn, yeah, shit, well, how does this all work? And there's redstone, there's torches, comparators, repeaters, and all that crap, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how to build one module. So you got to see this as modular, right? You got to see this as, this is one module, this one line, this one module. Literally, one line of this needed, you can build an item sorter, okay? And then this one, each line is just a module to it, right? Now, I've built it in a way that each of these per 5 is a module, but in reality, it's just one line is one module. That's basically what it is. And I'll show you in a sec. I'll go in creative mode and I'll build one outside just to showcase it. But it looks really complicated and really overwhelming. So a lot of people are like, yeah, no, dude, I don't want to build it because you need to be some pro redstoner. But in reality, you don't really need to be a pro redstoner. Let's be realistic. Okay. So that might seem really, and this might seem really overwhelming too. Then you have this redstone system, and then it has an item sorter in here too. But it looks really complicated and really overwhelming because you see the rest of this thing, right? You see all this redstone and you see all this clustered redstone over here. And you're like, oh no, no, it's too much for me. But in reality, that all has nothing to do with item sorting. This is the item sorter, right? And then the item sorter is just one line. It's just one of this line. It's literally just sorter. You know? And I'll just build one module, so it's not as complicated as it seems. So let me go in creative mode real quick to do this. Right? Let's get that. Let's get a chest, or chests rather. Let's get redstone dust. We need comparator. We need a repeater. We need a redstone torch. Let's just put that in here. And then we need hoppers as well. They're really important. So let's build a quick system real quick. So let's build it over here real quick. So we're gonna build a little system here. I'm gonna build it up a little bit so I can show you. We're gonna make it one, right? We're gonna make one system. So let's put a chest. So this is the chest where stuff is gonna be sorted in. So first what you wanna do is you wanna put a hopper into that chest, right? So it has to be facing into the chest so that the items flow in that, you know, you want in that chest. Then you want to put, see, I'm really thinking real quick. I want to do that. Let me fucking go back. See, I usually build in masses. I don't build in per one. You know what I mean? Like, so I have to think about it real quick. See, this is a bigger system. It's not really required, this, right? So, yeah, okay. 3. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so 3, this, and this. All right, so that's a module, okay? So what you do is comparator facing this way, facing towards that way. Then into the comparator, you put a redstone, you put a hopper into that comparator. So this is where the sorting takes place, right? Then over here, you simply put redstone, dust. Over here, you put a repeater into that block. And over here, you put a redstone torch. That's literally it. That's literally the redstone, okay? So now what you need is you need to have a hopper line going into that hopper, right? Or going to pass it, I guess, if that makes sense. So we're gonna make it pass real quick. Let's see, let me see real quick how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this up here and then over yonder. So I'm gonna have hopper line into there real quick. This is just for example. So this is the item that would like go past, right? And now we're gonna put a chest over here real quick that that will base as an overflow chest. Right? We'll do that real quick. So that's an overflow chest. Okay. So now we need an input chest. We're going to make that real quick. Okay. This is just a very simple system. Don't think about this line, by the way. Don't think about that yet, because all you need to be focused on is just this one little system over here. That's an item sorter, okay? This little thing, what I'm building right now is extra, okay? It is required for item sorting because you need to always have an input chest, okay? So this is the input chest where we put the item in, it goes into the hopper, and I have a mod that, well, it's not a mod, it's a resource pack that shows which way the items are flowing in the hoppers. But you can easily tell in vanilla itself already if the little mouthpiece goes into that hopper, then you know it's aimed that way, so the items are going to be flowing that way, right? Same with here, flows down, so you know it's going to be in this hopper floats that way, so it's going to be in this chest, right? Now over here, it flows into the comparator. That's just so that the redstone can figure out, hey, this item needs to be sorted, that's inside of here, right? And then if it figures out like, hey, the item is the same as in here, it's going to put it down in this hopper underneath, and it's going to put it into the chest. That's basically how it works. I know it sounds really complicated, but it really isn't. All right. So this is the input chest. This is where the item gets put. This is where an item of our choosing is going to end up. And this is an overflow chest that I just built really quick. So overflow means items that are not filtered to be anywhere into the system. So let me get an item to put in there. All right. So let's say we're going to filter. I'll show this. Actually, I'll show this as well, the way it needs to be. So let me just grab some cobblestone. It's best to use cobblestone as filler items because, I mean, let's be realistic. It is extremely easy to get cobblestone. So just get 4 pieces of cobblestone because that's what you need. You need 4 placeholder items, okay? Because you need a stack of a block that you want to filter. So let's say we want to filter food. All right, that's a really essential item. So we get 1 stack of steak. Oops. No, we want to filter. And we need a anvil. I will get an anvil here in a sec. So let me grab an anvil. So what you do is you need placeholder items, right? So you need to name 4 items. So we're gonna name these just any name. You can do this whatever. It doesn't matter. You can name it your own name, for example, in the middle or whatever. I'm just gonna do placeholder because I'm used to it. I just usually use placeholder items, placeholder. All right, so they're easily to be found. And then this is how you program it. You open this hopper that is facing into the comparator, right? And you open that hopper. These 4, so this is going to be the sorting line, all right? So you put placeholders into these 4, in the right 4, so right here. These are placeholder items, so they get skipped. And then you put a full stack. It has to be a full stack. Otherwise, the sorting mechanism cannot be done. You cannot just put in 36 and think it's going to sort, because when you put the full stack in there, it's going to count down to 41, and it's going to stay on 41, right? So there's going to be always 41 of the item in here. So let's say you do steak, you put it in, it's going to count down until it reaches 41, right? Just give it a moment. Reaches 41, it stops. Now this item sorter is programmed. Okay, that's literally how it is. So it's in here, it goes in there, and it ends up in the chest. So this is the chest that's going to have steak, nothing else, right? So if I get a stack of this, now obviously this is not using any water elevators, so it goes directly into the hoppers, right? So let's just get 16 of these and 16 steaks. So we get steak, right? 16 steak. If I put polished granite in this chest, it's going to end up in the overflow chest because it's not going to be in here, right? Well, so I'll put it in here. You'll see it goes into here and it goes out. It doesn't go in here. It goes into here and it lands into overflow chest because it's not the system. But now if I were to put in 16 steak, it will end in here because it's getting sorted, right? It passes this, it goes downwards because it detects into the hopper there's steaks in this position. So it's going to be like, hey, steak needs to be in here. So it's going to be in this chest instead, right? And not in here. See? This is how item sorting works, okay? Now it seems really complicated every time because people see it, they see it in bulk. They see it happening in bulk like this, right? So I'm gonna make 4 lines real quick. Now, right? It's really complicated looking because of how it is built, right? So let me build it real quick, like that. And now we need it over here. We need redstone dust. And this is where things turn to be complicated because you're like, fuck, why that looks so complicated, man. It looks so complicated. I'm not trying to be funny, but well, kind of, a little bit maybe. But I understand that, you know, shit like this is complicated to people. But I'm just here to show you it's really not that complicated. You know? So let's go. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Fuck. That's not what I wanted either. But hey, you know, sometimes you press the wrong button in creative mode. Right? Anyways, now I can do this real quick. I can make this a stack. Yoink. And we'll make this a stack. Yoink. And then we'll do a stack of firework rockets. Come on. Let's make it. I'll throw that away because I don't want to cheat that, right? So placeholder, and then let's see what else can we do. Let's do arrows. Or diamonds. Fuck it. Let's do diamonds. I assume some people want to sort diamonds, right? What the fuck? Hello? I don't know what happened, Jeff. Okay, so we're gonna sort all this, right? 4 chests, 4 sorting things. Anyways, so put 4 of these. This. 4 placeholder items. This. It has to. By the way, you can only sort stackable items that stack to 64. That's a rule in item sorting. You cannot stack. You cannot auto sort sorts or anything that is unstackable. Or you cannot sort anything that stacks to 16, for example, ender pearls, right? You cannot auto sort any of those items. Keep this in mind. You can only auto sort stackable up to 64 stacked items. That's literally the only thing you can stack, all right, and that you can auto sort. So I'll say it, repeat it one more time. You can only auto sort stackable items that stack up to 64. Keep that in mind. That's the only thing you can do, right? So these are all now in here, okay? So let's grab half of each. And let's just check if it works. Of course it does, but you know, we're gonna show it anyways. And then we're gonna have, we're just gonna grab a bunch of diorite. So we're gonna throw everything into the system at once, right? So you see, no diorite is appearing in here. The diorite actually appears in here, right? So let me do a little bit like this. Okay, like so, and like this, right? So it goes a little bit more random. So now steak is getting filled. It goes into this system, right? Redstone, fireworks, 1 in here, 1 diamond in there, fillers in there. See, as you can see, it filters. And that's basically how an item sorter works. I hope this made it a little bit more understandable, because, you know, a lot of people get overwhelmed when they see those big ass systems like I have there, or in that, or there, and the one in the witch farm, and I have a couple more around the world that has item sorting systems. So, you know, it makes it really overwhelming the way it looks, right? But as I show you, in reality, it doesn't make any difference. Like, in reality, it's just this one line. Literally this one line that is the sorter. So the only thing you have to do is You create a sorter like this. All right, that's the sorter. You put a hopper into the comparator. You face it into the comparator. Then you shift click, because if you right click this, it's gonna put it in subtract mode, and you don't want that. And then you have a hopper line that goes over that hopper, right? And that hopper line comes from an input chest that you put somewhere, wherever you want it to be, right? You put an input chest, and it goes into the hopper line that's above it, right? And then you fucking, it will go automatically into the one that you've programmed for that specific item sorting mechanism. And if something isn't in your system, then it will just keep going until it reaches an overflow chest. You don't need an overflow chest, but I would suggest you have one at least, because if you forget that you don't have something in the system, for example, right, and it clutters up the items that overflow, it might clutter up the hoppers above the sorters, and then nothing will get sorted. So it is suggested to have an overflow chest at least, right? And regularly check the overflow chest to make sure it's not completely filled. And then what you can do is you can show with item frames, you can put item frames onto the chest with the item that's in it, so you know exactly which item goes into what chest, right? Bada bing, bada boom. That's literally how it works. So I hope this made it a little bit feasible, and it made it really simple looking compared to what you thought it might have been, you know? So hopefully this helped. So no, we're not gonna have a server-side mod for this, just because it is, unnecessary for something that's actually really simple. It's not. Most people are gonna build their sorters anyways, because there's a lot of people that do know how to build it, or they would, search a video on YouTube, right? So they would build it anyways, right? So I feel like having a system like this. Okay, whatever. I feel like a system like this is unnecessary. I understand it feels necessary for you, specifically because it's something that you would like to, because you think it's complicated, and you're not some wizard in Redstone. But I hope with this video that I explained to you, you don't need to be a wizard to make an item sorter. It's really fucking simple. Just follow this to the teeth, this little tutorial, then make it as big as you want it, right? And you have yourself an item sorter. It's that simple. And then just build something beautiful around it. It's literally that, right? It's not that complicated. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. And I cannot wait to see your item sorting in the future. Peace. Psych, I know I said peace, but that's not what I meant. I meant to say, do you want to play on EvolvedSMP? Right? People watching this, because this is uploaded on the Evolved channel. Do you want to play on EvolvedSMP? Look in the links in the description down below, and look at the addresses there too. And come join this server, this amazing community of players. All right. We have a bunch of shit. Like, we have player levels, right? So you can go through fucking leveling system to unlock special items, special cool shit. Okay. And then we have a quest system as well, where you can just do quests. You can accept quests, you can do them. And we have a whole bunch of other things. We have kits. Bow. We have a quest spawn. We have crazy envoy. You have crates. We have fucking a great community. Just join our Discord. If you're not sure, you're like, I don't know if this server is going to be worth it. Join our Discord. Ask the community. They'll tell you what the server is about. Enjoy. Thanks, and hope to see you guys on the server at some point. Peace. For reals now. Peace.